Because
You're good.
tied with time, and you're tied with time, and I'm tied with time.
I'm sorry.
Elections are tomorrow, and I have to work from 7 to 7. But anyway,
Okay.
ready?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, great. Okay, call to order, so it's 7:04. Perfect. Roll call,
Esther Boland.
Esther Hogan,
Francesca Ortega.
Francisco Ortega, and Rudy Blanco.
And just before we move
Yeah,
on, I
go
want to
ahead.
make sure we do have a secretary, we don't have a secretary.
We don't, that's what I
That's
was,
part of the, okay.
that's part of.
So
what-
just before, you can leave elections for the end, but we just need to make sure somebody's designated to take minutes at least.
Yes. Esther, I think, if you could,
No, thank you.
you don't want to?
No, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't want
Yeah,
to?
but
Okay, that's something.
Isn't it, I can't do it?
I don't know. You
You,
can-
the person chairing just can't do the. Just can't take notes, but if you, for one day, you can. Oh, for one day, okay.
But that'll still leave us for the same, like next time, we're still gonna have the same problem.
Or could be, unless we have elections now. Because we only got 4 members. Exactly. So I don't know, we can do it now?
You can, but if you wanna like.
Let me wait till the
you
end.
can.
Let me wait till the end. Yeah, let me wait till the end.
So you'll take them for now, is what we're saying?
Yeah, I guess.
Is it not coming today?
I have no idea.
Hi, how are
I
you?
have no idea.
Hello, welcome.
Why are you?
I'd like to make a
Come
motion to
here.
add elections to 3 order of business.
Or a bit, right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right, but I
Let them
haven't
have-
heard.
You
the
wanna do it
motion.
now? You wanna do it now?
No, no, I have not heard the motion to add it to order of business.
Right, I'm gonna do it now. I was getting to it, but everybody's still walking in. Motion to add elections in the order of business.
Second.
Second.
Fine.
Aye. Now, we're in favor? Oh, good, good, good. So elections. I'm gonna leave it to you.
Send you the 20 directions.
I wanna say you did. If you didn't, oh, you know.
Yes, of course.
Let's move on to public comments. I think we have like 2, 3 people.
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah, go ahead.
say something, you can.
Yeah, you
introduce
give me-
yourself.
Oh, okay.
This is Last information around here,
Okay,
okay?
thank you.
Just to let you know.
Okay. Say something now.
You have 3 minutes,
Oh, okay, thank you.
if you want to.
I just
Sure.
introduced myself, sure.
Sure.
My name is Stanley Jean Paul. My first call me JP. I just moved into 6600 Main Street, apartment 1220. Wembley, beautiful. I love right across the street. So, yeah, that's why when I saw that, I'm like, man, this is great. I can just walk right across the street. You can't script it. And I know mind blasting is like a big thing here. And also I'm running for District 110, State House.
Oh.
So I felt like I need to learn the what's going on in the community. And I feel at ease. So thank you for allowing me to attend. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, gentlemen.
Ok, muy buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Mi nombre es Jorge Candanosa.
Jorge.
Jorge Candanosa.
Bienvenido.
Muy amable, gracias a su parte. Pues estoy interesado en ver cómo es el proceso de la reunión.
Sí.
Y también exponer ideas.
Nos encanta escuchar eso.
Exponer ideas, pues, porque de las ideas surgen buenas cosas.
Claro.
Correcto, correcto. How does it have to be in English or Spanish, or does it matter?
I've
Or
never been told so,
you've never been told?
yeah, I
Okay.
guess it's fine.
¿Usted vive aquí en Miami Lakes?
Sí, señor. Vivo aquí frente al McDonald's, frente al banco Ocean.
En Ocean Bank. Sí, en los condominios están ahí.
Ahí estamos completamente a la orden.
¿Usted ha sentido los blasts? ¿Usted ha sentido los temblores?
Sí, sí, sí. Bueno, ahora con menos frecuencia, pero anteriormente.
Sí, ahora como lo estoy de acuerdo.
Anteriormente sí se
Sí, siempre se
sentía
han sentido ahí.
que por poco se cayó uno de la cama.
Sí, sí, ha sido.
¿Cómo usted escuchó de la reunión hoy?
Porque yo vine y vi aquí
En el Bolsa.
sí,
Ok.
y le tomé una foto y estaba pendiente. Se me pasó la vez pasada, pero estaba pendiente a la reunión y la tengo aquí
Ok.
ya para hacer el seguimiento.
Okay,
a la reunión.
Está bien. Después cuando terminemos, le dejo el teléfono a ella, su dirección a Fonseca, si no les molestia. Y para los futuros meetings y lo demás. Nosotros siempre nos reunimos los segundos lunes
Ok,
a esta hora para hacer
sí.
el Advancing Advisory Board todos los meses. Ok. Good. Gracias por venir.
Bueno,
Y bienvenido.
Siempre estamos pidiendo que las personas que viven en la comunidad que se voluntarien. Pero casi nunca nadie viene. Estamos muy felices cuando la gente se aparece aquí.
Sí. No, pero es siempre bueno, pues, compenetrarse uno con las cosas de donde uno vive, ¿no?
Claro.
Y saber nuevas cosas. Y que tú-
Ah. Ok. ¿Su hogar ha tenido algún daño por medio a los temblores?
Bueno, sí, al principio se rompió el espejo del baño. Sí, se rompió.
Wow.
Y bueno, eso como fue. Pero no había caído en cuenta en los temblores.
Claro.
Y ahora sí saqué conclusión que era a raíz de eso.
Gracias por venir. Gracias. Y cualquier cosa, bueno, que usted tenga a la orden.
Yeah.
Just to translate real quickly, for those who didn't know.
Right.
And no, it's not a problem. His name is Jorge Candanias.
Escandalosa.
Candanosa. He lives right in front. He lives right on Miami Drive.
Okay,
The condo is right in front of the old Shula's
Right.
Steakhouse. And he's been a resident, you know, and everything else. He's interested in participating, exposing ideas about blasting.
right,
And he also, he's very much interested in how the procedure is and so forth.
okay,
So we did that and he's happy to be here. He had suffered some damage. He had a broken window, a broken mirror
oh,
in
wow,
his apartment, in his condo. And he knows of others that have, gone through the same thing. So he just wishes to participate, kind of like yourself,
Right, right.
Stanley, and so forth. Okay?
thank you for translating. Thank
No,
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm sorry. Sí.
No, no, that's fine. I kind
No,
of picked up a
no,
little
no.
bit.
¿Usted no habla inglés? Muy
No,
poco.
muy poco.
Bueno, bienvenido de todas maneras. Gracias.
Gracias.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Are there any more public comments? Anybody else? Felicita? Okay. Anything else? I don't think there's anybody else.
no.
Okay, moving right on. And I've got a minute. I think that I sent the minutes for June and July to.
Right.
I make a motion to defer.
Yeah.
Yes.
2024 minutes as they have not been received or read at
Exactly.
least by me.
Exactly. Should to defer, I was gonna say. Anybody? I second. I
Sorry,
second. it.
one second.
I know you take
This
it.
motion for the per minute?
Yeah, motion to defer to next meeting,
For June and
September. I think it's
June and July.
July minutes.
16th, I think.
So the motion was done by Esther.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And second.
Second by
Second.
I sent it to Esther, and I had sent it to Esther, but I think it bounced. The email bounced, because I have your email.
I'll share them for you guys,
I see.
we shouldn't be communicating on anything that's gonna come up verbal.
Thank
So
you.
I'll make sure to send it to you guys, so as part of the next agenda.
It sounds because I blocked it. Because I don't want to be accused of sunshine.
I don't-
No, you're right.
But I didn't have your,
You know I work that way.
but I didn't have your other email.
I know.
Then,
And then a vote, I guess you guys are all.
yes, everybody agree? Aye.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
Sorry.
I was
I know, I
trying
know.
to make sure I wrote it down.
Moving right along to old business. I think in one of our last meetings, we had a letter for the municipalities that we were gonna draft. I think it was Elias. I think that was
Yes,
for
That's
Elias.
what I have, but
That's
I
what
wanna
I
make
have
sure I'm
on, but I
understanding
wasn't-
correctly.
yeah.
Do you guys, friends, hard to follow?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Which about blasting, so I wanna make sure we're on the same page. That was, right, he was gonna write a
That
letter,
was
and then
the
I was
letter.
gonna
He was
send
supposed
it
to write
out
the
to
letter.
whoever he wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that.
You haven't received.
I have not, as of today. I have
Okay.
not.
So I mean,
With
like some of these things will have to be deferred because.
motion to refer letter to municipalities. Second by Esther. Rudy first and then Esther second. Yeah, whatever, but she's right, so.
It'll be the same.
All in favor?
Hi.
Hi.
Aye.
Wait, I see it. I see it, I read it. Okay, I got you.
Okay, very good.
I've
I'll
got-
follow up with an eye.
I've
I'll
got
follow
you
up.
in public service and 0 taking minutes, so you gotta be patient with me.
Okay, as action items, we had a couple of action items based on what the commission has, what the commission, what the town council has done in resolutions. One of them was municipality involvement, our lobbying efforts for next year.
So you guys
Especially
stretch your
when-
neck so much, I can see.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, not you here, because I
Oh.
was trying to reach you, so I.
Oh,
No, that's fine. No, thank you. And then the state fire, reaching out to the state fire marshal's office, and then after the board meeting of the Miami-Dade League of Cities, that was done. The last one was done. Francesca attended, I attended, and Ray Garcia attended, Commissioner, Town Council member, that Ray Garcia attended. We spoke at that event, and we're getting their support. Also gonna get the Florida League of Cities involved. Also to try to, work out something with us, and that's gonna lead us to what we wanna actually try to get a hold of today, which is the municipal workshop. To try to work with the different municipalities that are being affected by blasphemy. Miramar, Hialeah Gardens, Doral, ourselves, the county, Broward. And even some other state officials to get involved in that workshop. So we'll get to that too now in a second. And then that's basically where we are with that particular site.
I have a
Any
question.
questions? Yes, Coach, no, yeah.
I have a question. Do we want to discuss, a couple ideas for the workshop today?
We could do,
While we're
have it
on
as
the
new business.
subjects?
Yeah,
I know you have. it
yeah,
as
have a new business, but if you
I
wanna
feel
do it
like
now,
It's all related.
that's fine. That's for me. I don't have
Because,
any,
during the presentation, we got really good feedback
right,
about the opinion and we got a lot of, positive reinforcement from, cities that were present in that event. So I figured that's why we could inject it right here in this.
we could do it. That's fine. Because I think you had some notes too. That done something.
Yes, I put together.
So you're gonna change the order of the agenda?
We could change the order of the agenda, or just wanna keep it.
Because it's on, under new business, so
It's
you're
under
gonna
new
change the
business.
order, can somebody make a motion to change the order of the agenda?
Yep, motion to change the order of agenda and cover now the workshop, the municipal
second.
workshop. Second,
Now,
All in favor?
Item 5.
item 5, all in favor?
All right.
Right.
It's fine. So we'll bring it up again.
You're getting a
Yeah, no, I just, yeah.
Oh, we pay for this,
Yes, you're right,
So you had it up there, I think you
I
had
was
it.
thinking out loud.
or some.
Yeah.
Stamp.
If you
Okay.
could open the presentation to reference that. Yeah.
I think you updated the website.
I
Yeah, yeah,
have that.
it's all here, good.
Yeah.
Good, that'll get every single one of them.
I'm gonna give you the-
Yeah,
the
I'll
thing
leave
is,
that for the correct, order, but yeah, I sent it to IoT. Is there a mouse? Okay, so, this is the presentation that was prepared a few months ago. It was originally designed to, use it for HOA outreach, and if we did events in the community to kind of like explain who we are, what we do, and what we'd like to see from the public, right? We'd like for them to engage, file complaints, and potentially get involved, right? So this presentation is very like marketing focused, but I was thinking to use it as baseline to elaborate for whatever we're gonna put together on the workshop. Obviously, the people attending the workshop know what we do, but we can kind of go in more depth into the areas that we want to cover that day and then outline it from there. Okay. So, and I also grabbed from here the updates for the stuff that's on the next agenda item. So that's why I thought it would be a good transition.
Through the chair, Lyle, may you, share that? PowerPoint with us? Yep, thank you.
So it just starts off, outlining who we are. At this point, we updated our statement. I think this was during the time that you weren't a member anymore, Esther, so that, it's good that she's gonna email it to you so that way you can give it a review too. You know, we touch on the affected areas, where the queries are located. It gives you a little bit background of what is done in the different in the mines. It gives you illustrations of what seismic damage looks like on walls, on floors, you know, that's actually on a roof, on pool decks, and on the road as well, right? So then we outline our success to date, or what we felt was, you know, the 4 items to highlight, which was the Miami-Dade County Pilot Program, collaborating with other counties, elected officials, and so on, as also lobbying and educating the public. I'm going through it really fast just to create a little bit of context so that we can decide what we want to go over in the workshop. And then each one of these goes into detail on the, you know, bullets that were outlined in the beginning. And then we outline how we want residents to get involved, right? So from that, can we establish the main topics we're gonna touch during the workshop? And then maybe I can propose something for next time? And maybe I can even do like proposed agenda or something for that event. And then we can kind of work from there and then divvy up the work. Are you guys okay with that?
Who's gonna sponsor the workshop?
That's a good one.
Well, that's,
That is DG.
that is the first question you should
Be
get,
through us, of course, of course,
Okay,
it's gonna be through us.
which has to be through the council.
Through the council,
So is this the, I just wanna make sure I understand, is this the multi-municipal workshop?
yes,
They moved it from 7, the new business, and they made it item 5, B5,
item B5,
okay.
item B5.
So the first one is, projected date, time, location, sponsor.
January, the one that.
Right.
So
So that
the
means
council
that
wanted
this has to
January,
be, remember, there's no December commission meeting, so
Correct.
this needs to be conveyed to the mayor now. Through aisle. So he can give us a
it'll be
potential
for
date.
January, it'll be for January.
I know, but remember,
Right.
you have election,
Election,
gonna have-
budget,
you're gonna
No.
have, right,
Lot
of
change.
yeah,
So if you don't get committed now, you're not gonna see this come January.
So another reason why I wanted to bring this into old business is because we discussed this last meeting.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was Eladio, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me. Someone said they were gonna write a letter to the mayor. For him to share, no? We were gonna do City of Paramount first, and then we were going to, it was? Okay, I don't wanna say.
Right. that was one of those.
But that's
I
a
wanna make sure-
different letter than than the invite to the multi-municipal?
Yes,
I know I'm waiting for a letter from him.
There's more than one letter that you're waiting on, right? There was a letter that was already covered, which is the municipal involvement.
That was
Right.
sent out by the town clerk's office,
Yeah,
right?
that
That's the
was
one that I
the-
asked you
that's the
guys.
town
and you guys were
clerk.
like,
that's the
letter.
town clerk's letter.
There is no letter authored or sent to the town from the committee member. So they're
Right, but-
pending 2 letters
No, but I just wanna make sure, there's the letter that was sent out,
from the.
and that was
town,
part of the motion that council
The-
made,
the-
that was
right.
sent out by the town clerk.
which
To the
was-
town clerk.
which was
So
the
we're
great
good on that.
distribution, yes.
Right,
That was awesome.
We're
Thank
not-
you and thank Gina.
yeah,
So that's the new,
that's a municipal involvement letter.
separately from that?
Right. Right, you should be provided a letter
Okay.
from one of us.
Mhm.
That is addressed to, let's say Miramar. Hey Miramar, we want to invite you to this workshop.
The
Okay.
workshop,
Hey Homestead, we want to invite you to this. Right. That's the one that's still pending.
Okay,
That the motion was that it was gonna be put together for this meeting.
right, correct.
okay.
No, the council is the ones who do the workshop too, the work, because it's, part of the whole resolutions, and agenda.
I'm gonna pull up the minutes from council because it sounds like this was already, it was already approved. It's just, we just need your feedback on how we're gonna do this.
Right.
kind of.
Right, the proposal, the costs.
And that's kind of
I
also
think-
what I
I
wanted.
think the
to
place would
discuss.
be here, I think it would be
Okay, yeah.
here sometime in January. Because it would be 60 days before
There was a letter.
the
Let
the
me explain
legislation
something.
starts.
Isle. There were two letters, the one from Isle, the one from Elagio to the municipalities, the invitation, and then the one from Steve to the attorney. He said he would write one to the town, to the attorney. The only way you're gonna capture that, if you look at the meeting.
They go back to Steve. Watson.
Alicia, do you recall that in your notes?
Mhm.
My notes is Steve to draft a letter for mayor to sign. And then the rest of the.
But let's be honest, I know he hasn't done it because he hasn't in the audio, so if the letter is to draft something to invite the municipalities, it could just be one pen letter. Doesn't have to be two.
You know what, they don't clarify it when they have.
No, I did, that's why I said it was two letters.
No, but, you know, yeah, no, before to read it.
That's why I said, I remember there were two letters.
There were 2 letters, right?
Right.
Mhm.
But Steve's no longer here, so. You don't have to have multiple letters, is what I'm saying.
Right.
So can you start from the beginning? The proposed date is January.
Proposed date.
Are you gonna, can we
60
make
days
a
before.
motion to, for Isle to be able to contact the individuals? To be able to ascertain what date is available? And if we need to go to the council for approval of the workshop, because it's gonna have to be done in the chamber.
I'm gonna go back to minutes right now for council meeting, but I'm pretty sure it was already approved. They just need the details of what you guys need from us to make it happen.
So they approved it, do you know the date they approved it?
No, that's
No.
what we need from you guys, the
Yeah.
details on putting it together.
January, I had talked to Steve in January seems to be like the
Right,
last
but
day,
if it's gonna be the third
We-
Monday,
We gotta see.
the same day as. the
We gotta see
Monday
what's
meeting.
available to, well, we gotta see what.
Well, we have to give her a date.
And dates
She
and
told you.
and see what's available.
Council
Why don't-
chambers?
Why don't you do the third Monday, the third Monday,
Is the 20th.
In January, especially in January.
right, that's what I'm saying.
It can't be the 20th. It's Martin.
Oh, and Martin Luther King.
Oh.
Yeah, the photo of her.
Either the week before, or the week after the 20th. They'll do it that way.
The 27th.
So the third or fourth week of January, whatever it's like.
Yeah.
Well, it'll have to be the
Second
second
or
or
the
fourth.
second or
The second
fourth.
or-
Yeah, because the third
Second
is
or fourth.
MLK.
So 13th or 22nd.
Okay, can we
Oh,
agree
because
on
you guys
that?
want it to be on Monday.
Yeah, because that's usually when Blacking meetings are.
Yeah, it would make sense to do it that way.
So people are already in tune to that Monday, so I'd make a motion that, I'll,
Go ahead, I'll second.
calendar the 13th of the 20th and allow and inform us at the next meeting if possible. I also think we should begin at 6:30.
Okay.
Advertise it at 6:30 because 6:30 here means 7. You know what I'm gonna say, so.
Yeah.
No, people come from different areas, you
Right.
No,
And-
if you're
and you
coming
have-
from Homestead?
come in from Homestead or wherever, or
And then,
the route or whatever.
well, you can even say 6. I mean, I think the committee member's gonna have to be there an hour early, and I'm gonna tell you why. We're gonna have to hire staff to do the setups and stuff, right? We have to pay staff to do that.
Not
The
if it's
table.
during a weekday,
And if it's,
not if it's during a weekday. And so long as it's equipment that we already have in-house. you
Right,
guys
so
don't have
it's
to
gonna
pay
be
for
like
it.
regular auditorium style.
Mhm.
The problem is that if you have inviting cities, remember when we did the forum last time, Isle, that we had tables?
Mhm.
So my recommendation is if you, right, because if you have like, this is just my recommendation.
no, it's
If
fine.
you
That's
have,
what we're doing.
2 or 3, say, city of Doral.
Right.
And the mayor comes and someone else
Yeah,
comes.
they may have 2 or 3
I
meetings.
think you would want a table for Doral, a table, you only thought about 4 cities. And hopefully they confirm. So last time we had a forum, we had a table, we had 3 tables. Another table is nothing. And then you can actually put city of Doral, you give them the recognition because this is the time that you're gonna get them there. So if you're gonna get elected officials that represent that district, because Homestead is a different district than our district.
Correct.
Right?
North Miami, same thing.
Right,
Or
so I
whatever.
think if that's the way, if you're gonna bring these people here, give them the recognition and let them know. Let them know, because usually they all have their own little tablecloth of their cities,
Or
and
banner
have
or-
them extend. That's what I recommend, because you can't have everybody sitting on a dais.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just not gonna work.
So I guess what is the expectation of attendance here? And I only ask because does it make sense in the council chambers or do you guys need a bigger space in that?
I think the chamber's fine.
I think the chamber is more conducive because it's an authoritative area.
Right.
If we go to Mary Collins, if we go to, you're gonna have to do round
Country
table.
club or.
Well, if you do country club, then the Miami Lakes is not taking the lead on the forum. So I believe we've done this 3
Location
times
number 4.
before, and it's worked 3 times before. And worst case scenario, I think we have some narrow tables, right, Kyle? No?
No, I wouldn't come. No,
Well-
we have like 1 or 2.
Okay, well, we don't have, there's none at the park, if now, we have to rent 3 narrow tables. I have no problem putting that bill. I don't want something to be done and not done in good taste. And we have
Yeah.
budget funds, we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to tell you, we've done it before, please, let's do it. the
Oh,
right
yeah,
way.
there's no
Absolutely.
disagreement there, for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love your
No
idea
doubt, no
about
doubt.
the forum style, letting each
Yeah.
table.
And each table have.
Yeah.
And, and I'm telling you, they'll bring their own table.
Well, that's why we're here.
because
This
everybody
is,
would want-
this is.
Everybody's gonna want their own little clout in this, because you know how it works.
Right.
As far as, so I would say that, so we won't have to pay for staff. If
it's during the week.
it's Monday,
Right.
it's, even though it's a
Weekend.
night meeting.
No, because they'll be set up during the business hours.
And then the staff, the committee members would have to be there early to help the participants who are gonna sit. Like you might have somebody in the row, the mayor's probably the mayor attended the country
The
club.
mayor that
forum.
come, and I know definitely 1 or 2 commissioners. that come.
Right, so what I'm saying is they've attended the forum at the country club that we had, they're gonna be here. So, once you establish who is who, we can help set up the tables, because that's very important. I'm assuming you're gonna set it up like a regular council meeting, you're gonna have public interaction with a 3-minute public comment. I'm just speaking out loud, Kyle, because I remember
Yeah.
what we've
Yeah.
done before. So we're gonna have to have the podium set, but not right there. It's gonna have to be set back forward, because last time we had it, remember, we had a lot of people at that meeting.
Yeah.
So we'll probably have to do like a little U in the middle, the first. The
And when you come in,
Whoever-
middle one, yeah.
Yeah, one of you, I guess, will take the lead in terms of like what you want the layout to look like, and we'll have staff do it. I just need you guys to give me the layout.
Of course.
And then,
And the drawing area is the front, it's the middle row, the center of the middle row. You just have to carve out something like this, because the podium can't be up here. The podium's gotta be back here, because the table's gonna be there.
The table.
Got it now?
Right, yeah, you gotta bring in,
Yeah,
yeah,
we've done that. I mean,
Yeah.
we've done it before, and it works very well. Are you gonna have an expert or a dignitary speak, somebody who is an expert in this field speak?
that would be
I
interesting.
mean, like the professor of UM that spoke once. I'm just asking, I'm just
No,
throwing out
perfect,
ideas.
Perfect, that's the idea for this. That's the
Good.
idea. That's what we're doing.
10 years
That's what we're doing.
doing
This,
this, I know how it works.
this is why we do, this is
You have
the
to have
brainstorming.
someone of
No,
experience.
this is what this is. This is exactly what all this is.
You don't have somebody
So
of
one of
interest
the-
that
This
doesn't
is what
work.
this is.
one of the things I wanted to kind of, we're not gonna hash it out perfectly, but I wanted to understand what the expectations of everyone was, and kind of like, obviously you have previous experience planning something like this, but that's not the case for me here, so like, all this insight is good. You had asked who's gonna sponsor the event.
It's
What
gotta
did
be
you-
the town.
It's gotta be the town, but but then there was also budget discussed. I'm kind of going back a little bit because I wanna
Okay, so the
understand.
reason I say it is if we have to get, if there's not enough
Yeah.
of the thin tables,
We have to rent them,
then we have to rent them.
gotcha.
And if you have to rent them, they have to be brought in. Okay, if the municipalities don't bring their tablecloth, which most of them do. Do we have our tablecloth?
The town has
The town
tablecloths for
does.
ESCs.
But we have
For
our,
our rectangle tables, we have tables.
no, does the blasting committee have a table?
Oh, no, a branded one for black.
So are you saying we haven't? Okay, I guess every committee I sit, we all have our own tablecloth. I mean,
Economic development had the banner.
Right, okay, so we don't have that yet.
Can we use the funds that we have to purchase that? Cause I know we have
The
certain
town ordered
limitations.
this.
Right, they order it, but it within our budget. Cause we've asked.
Most of the
this
budget was for
question before.
Tallahassee.
But you know what, it's time that you become a blasting, I know eventually you're gonna have to sunset. Because eventually there's nothing to be done here except the council moving forward with the funding I mean, let's be honest.
And whatever
We're
they
gonna
wanna
have to
do.
sunset, it's probably gonna have to be after the forum, but if you're gonna do a forum and invite other cities. Make sure we're in proper posture, you know what I'm saying? To me, it would be a total
Yeah, total.
embarrassment.
Of
course.
of course.
I'll find it for you.
And if not, you
Because
have
if we
one of
use the
those
funds
left
for that,
over.
we have a lot
Yeah.
of money. And if you could ask if we could do it for some type of like banner thing.
Like
And
a
a
color
table
banner?
cloth. Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
that, and that's
something.
$100.
some type of color
think
banner
it's
and
gonna
then
go
the
to
tablecloth.
I don't think we ever used one.
No, I did one for the Zonta Club. I'm just saying, there's gotta be some signage. You know, I don't want you understand?
Oh,
I mean, yeah, we're gonna have the town of Miami Lakes tablecloth because we are the town of Miami Lakes.
But
But it's nice
BAV
to
has to
have
have
something
something.
to have an upright behind us that says BAP or, you understand what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
And then what I'm saying is, before you start the whole meeting, who is gonna do, you have to have a master of ceremony. We need a principal speaker. And that's why I'm asking, I know the person was great.
Yeah, was for a
But
lecture. a
More
expert.
important, what I think the message that has to go through to this, in this forum is the reason that we're joining with the municipalities. Isn't that the reason for this forum?
That's the whole.
Okay, so the reason for this forum is to explain who we're thinking of suing if we're gonna sue. Which in this case, we wanna sue the state. So you better make sure that there's someone who really knows constitutional law that can really explain it. I am gonna make a recommendation of who it should be. When I came to the meeting, the attorney that works with Gussetti,
Yeah, Lopez, yeah.
that man was
He's
eloquent,
probably the best one.
was not rude, was very polite, very well dressed as an attorney, and he I congratulate the man, and I've been here for what, 30-something years, and I never met him.
What was his name?
Lopez, Antonio Lopez, and Antonio Lopez.
From Getty and Associates.
From Guest, Gomez and Associates. I'm gonna do them.
And he explained and I know you weren't here, but he explained
He will be there.
the process of of suing the state, and he was clear, he said it's either the state or the courts. And if you fight the court, those are deep pockets, in addition to the political, patty.
Lining, yes.
Right, so he said, you follow the money and you know which politician is in the pocket. I mean, we all know that. So he explains the steps in going toward the state. And I think the municipalities need to hear that because, well, we heard it, and maybe not everybody heard it. I was here, Rudy was here.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah.
But it took somebody like him, he was like a professor. He educated. You need to educate the municipalities on what we want to do. Because they might say, oh, wait a minute, we're gonna sue the state. They might say, we like you, Rudy,
Yeah, but
but later.
later.
We like you, Mary, but
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
We like you, Tom, but later. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think, isn't that the purpose of this forum?
Yeah.
Okay, that's number one. And then,
That's the main thing.
okay, thank you, because that's the.
Get
reason-
them into the lawsuit.
That's the resolution that we're passing to get, right?
Which would be good if we have like. The town attorney's opinion already or something, what are we gonna do, what are we not gonna do? If they
He's
started
supposed-
it,
He's supposed
something
to
about
provide it at the next meeting. He did not provide it last meeting.
not provide us meeting.
So
I
what,
saw that.
so not for nothing, there's some backpedaling going on, and if you're not noticing it, then we're not being honest.
Yeah.
but you will have to have that before. Oh. Better be with the next meeting. Better be before the change of guard. So you know we're also waiting pending opinion, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not- That's just.
No,
my-
I know.
This
I
is
do
just
too.
my, this is
No, I
just
do too.
my
Because if,
vision.
because if we don't do
vision.
anything or anything else, there's no
No, you
municipality
can't-
workshop or
you
anything.
Can't even do a forum.
Of course.
Without the opinion, you can't even do
Really,
this.
again, what-
Okay, so that's just
I
my,
totally agree.
that's just
I
my
just-
comment.
I just brought it up because, she's been bringing it up and
Yeah.
we've discussed it. So that's why I just wanted to
We've had a spe-
brainstorm.
We've had a special
And
meeting
we've had
also
special
for it.
all support, so.
Mm-hmm, and we're still waiting. Thank you. So I'm just saying, if that's the premise,
We need the, legal opinion on that.
and then after that, I know Francesca. I'm seeing Francesca and Vanessa in front of me, so I'm just saying, who's Vanessa, but that's okay.
Oh, because I'm worried about work.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying if after that, then you're probably gonna get the Q and A from the cities to the attorney, and then you have to open it up to the public. Right?
Okay, so your vision is, I want to make sure I'm capturing it. You have a whole separate set of.
The
them
opening
here.
statement, the open set, who's gonna do
The
the?
master of ceremony, let's call it the hypothetical Lopez person,
Oh,
okay? They're gonna open, Lopez is gonna open, they're gonna provide background and context and
The reason
explain
of the
how
fo-
we would sue the state and the
How we got
objective
to
of
the
forum.
forum, how we got to this forum,
I had that as a,
that's what it is.
on the agenda.
How
Well, the
we got to
history,
the
how do
forum.
we get to it?
Yes.
I was already outlining
Background
I was
and
already
just
outlining
giving you a little Background of how
History.
we got there,
history background.
right,
So he opens it,
yeah.
then we're gonna do public comments?
No, then after that, what I would do is a short but great concise clip on blasting. Not this big, the PVC, no, the velocity of this, no, an actual PowerPoint that shows like, for example, remember the meeting we did once with that YouTube, that she had her YouTube camera caught?
Yes,
The tiles
the
pop.
towel popping. With the towel
And the
popping.
the one that she was in her kitchen or something.
Oh, yes. I know what you're
This
talking
is
about.
real life, this happened, her, like our, what do we call those cameras we have in the house? I have some.
Rings.
Those ring things, she had one in the kitchen, and here she is, and it showed everything in the kitchen. So something like that people can relate, you're in the kitchen, you remember Rudy, you know what I'm talking
I know
about?
exactly.
And then the one of the popping.
pots,
Yeah,
The
remember?
pots,
Yeah.
the pots.
So you can probably capture some of those, the tiles, the images that people can really relate to, so they can relate to what he just finished telling you, the history. of
Right, you
some
see the
of-
visuals.
And now the visual.
I
Before you
absolutely
open it.
love your
Okay.
idea of the clip. I've been trying to produce a clip like this for a while now. My issue is getting, volunteers or getting footage or getting something. I can execute the
But
video.
most of it we already have.
We have a lot of stuff.
We have the one of the YouTube, I know we have. Oh, yeah, most of the, if I talk to you about it, it's because I've seen it. It's in the repertoire of what Miguel has, yeah. Because the YouTube.
I gotta send you the
Yeah.
link to that.
The link.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Send the link.
All right, so if I talk to you, just like I know that I asked for the presentation, I saw it at the HOA, but I wanna see if anything's changed, because I'm a little bit angry. You know?
No, nothing
Should
was.
we
We
let
just
each
swapped out.
municipality talk to?
So that's what I'm
Eventually.
saying, so, okay, so she's gonna do
Mhm.
the history, the intro, the purpose of the forum, the little,
Purpose.
the visual, which the clip need to get that attention, and then after that, I think out of respect. You have to have the municipalities, and do it in alphabetical order, so there's no misunderstanding,
Correct.
you could post it before the
Correct.
route. And that's if you get there.
And then after the municipality speak,
Well,
the Q and A with the. attorney.
Okay, I have one more question, okay? So I know that Fabricio is a state rep,
I was,
he's also our state rep, but we're gonna be suing him too, because he is a state rep for our state. But before we even start, make sure that Rudy, you welcome the elected officials present, okay? Not only ours, even,
everyone.
right, the
One
elected
president
officials,
and
right,
elected,
okay?
of course. That's protocol. That's not even.
Okay. And then I'm gonna say it again. I know what we wanna do is through the state. I know that Tom represents us, okay? If he wants to provide a statement or something, have him, somebody needs to reach out to him.
To talk, yeah.
Yes.
I believe that way.
Well, that's why she's here. She is the aide. I'm giving the.
I know you're there. I know you're there.
But you understand what I'm saying, Felicia? It's not that we are disrespecting him, but he is part of the state. He's in the,
Yeah.
he's a state rep.
Yeah.
We'll be suing them. If,
Based,
no, but.
depending on the town,
But
town
he's
attorney.
gonna have a vote
opinion.
In the house. You know, we have to be honest here. You know, he might but at the end of the day, he has a vote also. Okay, so I just wanna make sure that he does, that's protocol.
Yeah.
And then you guys,
Exactly.
and then
Yeah.
after the municipalities, don't you think you should give the visitors
The basic
time for?
question and answer.
Yeah.
That's right. We're having a new agenda.
Where are we inserting public comment?
It has to be after the elected
Yeah,
officials
almost
speak.
towards the end.
Almost towards the end, right?
Well, it's kind of, we're quick, you're doing the intro, the why we're doing the forum, you're doing a quick clip. You're letting the elected officials speak, and it doesn't mean, when I say elected officials, I don't mean everybody on that Homestead table. I mean, one from Homestead,
Of
one
course,
from
no.
Doral.
Yeah.
You pick
Miramar.
one. Right,
Yeah.
and then after that, you might wanna take a quick break and then allow for public comment.
Just like we did at the daily, you said,
Yes.
just like we did at the daily, exactly. Agenda and everything else, exactly like we did. Exactly. like we did.
No, but we all do that.
That's
No.
the idea.
That we do know.
Yeah.
That we need an agenda.
Yeah.
And then maybe you wanna take a quick break. My preference, I don't see why you can't have some little couple of refreshments out here. We do it for all other events.
Of course.
After you hear all this stuff, people might wanna go to the restroom, have some water, have a soda. It would be nice if we could have wine, because this is a topic that maybe a glass of wine would be perfect. We do it for our events, so it's not like we don't do it, just so that you know, we do book talks with wine. Oh, okay. Yeah, you see the big talk, we'll have wine there, and with little hors d'oeuvres, yeah, we do that. So I'm just saying, maybe you want
Do
to
you
break before public comments.
Do you have the ability to get sponsors for those refreshments, or can?
Our
Funds
budget,
from
we
the-
have leftover funds, because I looked at the budget, I went online, and we have leftover funds in this year, which we can either, I don't think they're gonna earmark it, because that's January, that's next year's already.
Okay.
But this year, what you can get is we can get the
The
banners,
tablecloth
the
and the-
tablecloth.
Yeah, I just have to check if that's the case, only because the money was approved for the trip specifically.
For the
So I
trip
just have to get-
specifically.
Yeah,
Cause we tried to use it to print stuff for the trip and we weren't able
So
to.
wait, we,
no, for the trip you weren't.
No,
Wait.
you guys printed it for us because we couldn't get it approved for it to be printed.
right, but what I'm talking about is, right now, you have zero budget dollars left in out, no.
No, we have
you do
money.
have budget.
Right,
We
so I'm
have
saying for
money.
the money that we ends now September
Mhm.
30th, you can get the.
That's what I'm saying,
Yes,
that we,
and
but
you
we
can
were,
get the table
yeah,
board.
but that money was earmarked for the trip.
100% of it?
Yes, that's
Okay.
the only line
So
item
that
that's
means
allowed.
that they did not, but you don't have, the budget workshop is at the next, the following.
It's the following.
So you're,
budget.
but we put a budget for that year too, so we're gonna have carry forward and that budget?
I don't know, that's not determined by, the carry forward isn't, yeah, I don't know. That doesn't just go there because the committee is asking for it.
No, I asked, did they ask for a designation of the carry forward for next year? Or no?
The
Yes.
carry forward happened. Last year you guys didn't have anything, so you
Right,
didn't
but
have
this
anything
year
for
we
this
do.
year.
Right.
If you have anything left over, is it gonna go into that? I can't tell you that until that moment.
think
So
we
at
had
the
a-
end of the day, what's gonna happen? you might have
What,
to
7,500, 7,500?
Well, we also,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
voted for the
7,500.
new,
The
the
proposed
new
budget.
proposed
Yes,
budget.
the new
And that new
proposed budget.
proposed budget did have funds in different
Yes,
buckets.
so we just have to wait.
We
to see
put
how-
money, in-
Yes.
can you
Right, but the problem
reference
with
that?
this, can I explain to you with that?
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
so we're not increasing taxes, just so that you know.
Right.
So
No,
somebody
no.
gotta give, and the first one that's gonna be hit is the committee.
The committees, they don't wanna.
No, it's not they don't want to, that's not a need. We have to address the basic essential needs of our community first before we decide to have a forum and have.
Of course, yeah.
So take advantage that you have funds
That we have
now
funds.
and get the banner and the pop-up.
Well, that's if they let us because of how the budget was allocated for that specific.
I know,
fiscal
but it's
year.
just something that's under $500.
Right, but
that
we've
you
asked in
guys-
the past
yeah,
and it's
if
been
the money's
denied.
allocated for something, that's what it's allocated.
Right, but if it's under $500, can't we?
That has
internally-
to be approved,
We've done that before.
not if it has to fall within that line item. This doesn't fall within that line item. So I'll ask, if it's a matter of getting council approval, we'll ask if
Let me know.
we just go under
Just let me know.
manager's report and they can do
Let me know.
it quickly.
Yeah, if you could just like
And if
email us.
But anyways,
or-
this is this is
This
for your
is for this
signing.
fiscal year.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
for your
fiscal
signing.
year.
And since our
Yeah, I
next
made
meeting
note of
is so close to basically the end of the fiscal year,
Mhm.
if you could get us the answer sooner
Yeah.
than later, so
So
that
you'll
way.
know, you'll know
Yeah.
right away. And then next year, if you have the forum and you wanna have something, water or whatever, we'll take it from there. We have to get sponsors, we get sponsors. And listen, I sponsor the Christmas event for this town for the past 15 years, right, Felicia? And I do it myself, so it's not like we can find things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you don't want, I already bought everything for you, Felicia, just to make you happy. And I bought you bigger things than that.
Yeah, you guys requested a new line item, yeah,
I just.
for marketing.
Oh,
That was the new line item.
Right.
Okay, so how much did we allocate in trip versus marketing?
You guys said. Keep it the same. But you guys were given 7,500 this year for the trip, so instead 6,500 for the trip and 1,000 for marketing.
Okay, so for next fiscal year, we have 1,000 for marketing, but for this fiscal year, you're gonna get.
That 1,000, you can crawl out something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you want to do that, it depends on the flow, but believe me, after you have that dry conversation. People are gonna want
Oh,
to,
of course, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
I agree with that
100%.
totally.
and then when you come back, start the
Start the
public
Q&A.
comments.
Yeah, public comments.
And then in closing, I'm sure Rudy's gonna say something in closing,
Yeah.
but before Rudy closes the meeting. We don't have this is just my opinion and it is just, you can tell I've done a lot of these. I've even gone to the Miramar once. Which are really like unbelievable. I think that whoever the mayor is at that time has to be the speaker after the public comments,
You mean?
and give us. Be the first one to support this
Pause.
direction. Make sure, and we'll know by then if we have funding and the attorney and everything, because if we don't have none of that, this is not gonna
This is not
happen.
gonna happen.
Right.
I
Right,
agree.
so if we get there, then the mayor will have to, they put their foot. Here, and believe me, I will talk to whoever the mayor is, because I will speak the way I'm speaking to you. They have to say, they put the foot forward. We got this initiative. It was Miami Lakes. This is not something that we've been doing for 2-3 years. I mean, give me a break. Goes back to Dr. Bennett days. So I think he gets the floor and then you close it out, Rudy. And then as far as marketing, we'll have the little, the flyers with the little business cards with the QR codes.
Mhm.
Can we find our own little blasting business cards? I mean,
It's so funny, we just
Because
talked
I-
about
We
that.
definitely talked about that.
but I spoke about that 2-3 times ago already.
No, they said we can't.
We can't, no, if you print them, we
There's-
can't pay you,
There
we can't
is,
donate the money to the
so
town.
there's a standard committee card,
Yeah.
and that's what all the committees use.
Okay,
It's
so
not
Yeah.
specific to
No, no.
glass.
The one that I gave you, the one that I gave you.
Right, like the one that economic development gives out.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not sure, but it should be the same.
okay,
across
so
the
we
board.
wanna
But yeah,
know, is there the standard one, but on the standard one, can we put our QR code where they can get into the site? the
So
plastic
they're
site?
already printed, the standard ones, we have them in-house.
Right, we tried to do that. I grabbed the standard one, I used the same look and feel and just added to it, and they said no. So,
Okay,
So, well, I don't know that specific request has gone to council.
The reason
we had that conversation.
No, it's in
where-
the council,
yeah,
it's,
okay.
you discussed it within the marketing team.
Yeah, so,
Okay, so can we make that request, the same card, but be able to put the QR, our
The
code?
link
Oh,
to.
so
Your
I
vote.
think it's a funding thing, right? Because we already have these cards that are meant for the committees. I think that whenever you guys are due to go back to something, I don't remember right now when it is, I have to look it up.
Well, I like
That
to do
should
all
be,
this.
I think that's what I had told you, that you guys
I
should
think we
include
already
as part of
agreed.
your report, to see if they motion to,
Okay, this is how I feel. We should do this yesterday. What is it gonna cost?
I mean, the cards, the business cards.
Hypothetically, what is it gonna cost?
I mean, I've never been opposed to just printing them myself.
No,
But-
they have, it's this protocol, they have to do it. I'm saying the same card, but with our QR code.
Yeah.
And what's it gonna cost? $200? If we have to pay for it, let me know.
I don't think it's, well.
No, listen, we're in budget time,
Yeah.
so yes, they're probably gonna say, no, we don't have $200 to print the cards.
So it's just a matter of going to council, like, that's really the next.
Yeah,
step.
and if they say no, but if we can, if they say no because of the funding, can we use the card and just put the QR code? Because we are also gonna have to be promoting this event.
Right. But it's very hard for us to promote ourselves if we're not given like
We're not
branded
given,
things.
Well, that's why I'm trying, there's a start,
yes.
and then I think we've done little, I think we've done them, not sure, those
Little
little.
cards, yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
Few cards.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Brochures.
From before.
Is it called, what's it called? Few card?
The QR code?
No, like the little, like the,
Yeah.
like the.
The rack cards?
Yeah.
The rack.
Yeah, we never, yeah, the rack ones. Those are not expensive,
rack
I mean,
Yeah.
and people need to.
So it's
start-
just a matter of them allowing the funding for that, that's it.
and
Because
if
you
they-
guys do have money.
Okay.
Yeah.
and if
Something
they
like
don't-
these, something like these, or something.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, the rack card.
like,
So what's the difference, so that I understand how this works, right? Cause I feel like we've asked for exactly what Esther's saying, we've asked for it in the past, but the answer was no, like, what's the
In terms
difference?
of the
with-
business part.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
the,
or even the rack cards for that matter,
Rack
cause we were
cards,
told no.
well, because
So-
you guys don't have a marketing line item. So if council says yes, it's cool for you guys to have a marketing line item, then that's it. You have a line item, and you are allowed to move funds under 700. You guys have the authority as a committee. But you have to have a line item, so they have to have allowed a designation for that in your budget. Right now, you guys only have one designation, and that's
Which is the
travel.
travel.
The cards.
Okay, so then what you're doing is requesting for us to have that special.
If you guys make a proper motion right now, we're going off this year, like not even going into next year, right? Because at the end of the day, we don't know what's gonna happen there.
yeah.
I would say just you guys make a proper motion right now, requesting that you want, that added designation of marketing.
Business
To our-
cards.
To our current.
To our
employees.
current.
Hold on a second, what
Just-
number do that?
Once it's added once, that's it.
Fifth
The fifth one?
motion for
Motion.
designation of,
Add designation.
town business cards.
Well, no, it's
of-
specifically about marketing.
to-
Marketing
Just
line item.
marketing
Yeah,
line
marketing,
item.
correct. Marketing budget line item.
Because if we have the line item,
You guys can move money.
we can move it to
So
whatever.
if you guys need help creating a rack card, we can do that for you.
Right.
Following the guidelines.
And I have
Now.
another. Sorry.
Now, oh, sorry, so specifically about the business card, though, the only thing with the business card is that, again, we've been given that, the direction that the committee were to be given business cards, and those are the ones we have.
All right, can we?
Do they wanna
have
allow you
the
guys to have
marketing line
separate
item?
ones? That's a different story.
If we have the marketing line item,
Mhm.
we can print whatever we want.
No. we
But in
cannot.
terms of
It's gotta
business-
Be approved.
Meaning we can print a banner, we can.
Yes,
print
yes, yes,
rack
what she
cards,
said,
we
like
can
the
print-
tablecloth, the
Tablecloth,
cola
banner.
banner, a rack card, yes, that's
Right,
fine.
everybody
Yeah,
has
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It doesn't have to be.
Which I think
okay,
is-
It could be miscellaneous, we have a miscellaneous.
No, they don't want miscellaneous. line.
Oh, they did
Yeah.
away with that now, okay.
Yeah, but marketing all falls under that. Yeah, right, that's fine, yeah. Well, that's really what you guys are.
For the next meeting, can you have this, the generic? cards
Yeah,
for
I
us?
can bring them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the only reason
Nobody
I said the generic,
seconded or voted your motion. but-
I just seconded.
Motion.
The one-
Oh,
Second, she seconded, she
Okay.
seconded.
I didn't
All
hear.
in favor?
Aye.
Right.
So is that okay?
But I would still encourage you guys separate. I can find out, for the line item, I think we can have the manager just make the request on your behalf. So I'll get back to you guys on the marketing item.
Okay.
But in terms of the business card, again, that's very specific to our branding and that would have to be council, giving approval to.
And I
a
am
business
saying-
card specifically. to
Right,
us.
but I'm saying,
So I
I'm
would
saying,
still
I'm
request that you guys
saying
go.
the same card that they
Mhm.
use, yes, not deviate, just put the Q,
Yeah.
that's the only
So that-
difference.
Yeah, that's a presentation you have to give them, that's
Yeah.
it. And I'll find out for you guys when you go up next. I think, actually, no, you guys already went twice.
We went
Yeah,
twice already.
However, if there's a committee that doesn't need to go for whatever reason, you guys are welcome to take your spot. You just have to have that conversation.
With the specific committee?
Yeah,
it might be a
so I can go,
program.
I can show the calendar to you and I can let you know, hey.
We'll
these
know
people are up.
who-
I don't know
Yeah,
if they
we'll
may
know
not need
who's
it.
not going.
Okay, well, Esther and Rudy can.
She knows, she'll know who's not going. And I'll, if there's gonna be a lot of pushback, and this is just my personal opinion,
Yeah.
being in these shoes, if it's gonna be, if we could, if not to have turmoil, if we could get it specific for the forum, let's agree on that,
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
okay? Cause you all, you have to both, it has to work both ways. So if this is gonna be done specific for the forum,
yes.
then, the cost is not exuberant, there's no reason we can't get it. One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's one trip with them? See, Kyle? So specific for the forum and we need their permission and it will get a sponsor for it. 'Cause it's not-
I don't know what you're referring to when you say specific to the forum.
The
For
one,
for
I don't know
the
what you're
workshop,
requesting
the
from me.
workshop.
the card with the QR code.
Okay, no, so that has to be part of your presentation to council in terms
Oh,
of that's what I mean. But
Okay,
I'm
but-
gonna, but in your minutes, you have
Well, but you
the
said you can, maybe Ed could do it, the manager could. do it.
requesting a new line item.
Oh.
Yeah. you can do
Let's
that.
start off with that.
Okay.
For now, that's what you need to do.
Okay.
And then.
Marketing
I already
line
have it.
item.
Yes.
Then for next meeting, we'll go on a shopping spree with the line item. We'll figure out and we'll allocate
Okay.
how we're gonna spend the money.
Yeah, I
And
have
let
that.
me
And
look
by
at the
then
dates.
you'll have a card that she's gonna give you,
Right,
and then you'll be able to see where you can fix the queue.
well, I had already Rudy had given it to me, and I had already
Okay, so you-
repurposed it,
Yeah,
but.
but you have to keep there, you know how they are.
Yeah, with the logo and everything, the whole thing.
The next meeting is, September 16th.
Ross?
Yes, our next meeting is
Yes,
September
September
16th.
Yeah.
Because it's so tight with the end of this fiscal year. Okay, and we're trying to use this money for marketing before. Is there a way to maybe have something in between for that specific and just focus the meeting on marketing and location and budget spend? This is a question.
You have to. ask
Yeah, I just have to check
See,
availability.
see what days
And
are
you
ready.
guys
Okay.
can call a special call meeting. You just make sure you need to have quorum, that's all. But you
Yeah.
guys usually, do.
I mean, we're on the same.
Well, now there's only three
That's
people.
only three. Let's see.
so,
But today there's only three.
so yeah.
It's still here, no?
Yes.
okay, so I'll get back to you guys with a date for a special call meeting.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So did we finish will you have some kind of like an outline for the forum?
Yes, yeah.
So that we finish the municipal workshop
The municipal
forum
workshop.
outline.
Anything else? Any other
And the
discussion?
special call meeting, my idea, right, is to structure it so that we discuss the money that we're gonna reallocate from the
And
marketing
the
funds
forum.
with the purpose of,
Municipal forum.
right,
So you're gonna have two
Piggyback
line
on
items,
that.
perfect.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's two line items.
for the agenda for the special call
The
you're saying.
special call for September, I make a motion, we have a special call meeting in September to discuss two items solely, the municipal
I second.
forum
You-
and,
I'm just gonna save you the most, you
Or
don't need it,
the
because
meeting.
for the committee rules, the chair can call it.
right.
Should it call special?
Right,
And then
but
the
you-
meeting-
Special call meeting.
You don't need it. You don't
Special call
need it.
meeting.
Okay, but you'll let us know
Set
what
up,
the date
Yeah.
is.
set up special call meeting, once we know date.
And let's make sure it's
availability.
only two items, don't add anything
Yeah, no, no,
else
no,
to
no.
it, 'cause
That's why it's a special call, for something special.
So I'll get back to you guys with these.
remember, after September,
Um,
it goes nothing to start. You know, we're going to see.
Just want to see, get the website, I think, up there, right?
One second.
Francesca, that was actually, Francesca. Website matters and
One
documents.
second.
Steve provided me a link, which I gotta forward to you guys. I'll forward it to you guys today to the link to everything.
Look.
The
Do you want me
website.
to go to the other?
And nothing personal, it's an election year, so you don't get nothing from the attorney, the form doesn't have. to make it personal.
No, no, better.
Oh, si me puedes dejar tu
Sí, de
contacto,
su
por favor,
contacto.
y así. O yo le doy el mío, usted me envía, me manda un mensaje. Aquí está mi número de teléfono y correo electrónico. Sí, ok. Mira. Sí, y sí, por favor, me pueden mandar su número de teléfono y así podemos hablar y usted nos puede ayudar de otra forma. Ok, gracias.
Gracias, permiso.
Bye.
Just that document. right?
That's, I think that's about. Hey,
Oh, and can we put up the website like side
Side
by
to side?
side? Sorry.
Okay.
there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Small.
Ay, Dios. Okay. So during one of the previous meetings, we discussed,
We're in August.
Yeah.
September, like, well,
so, we discussed updating this site
Right.
because there was a lot of outdated information, okay? So I went through it and I made my own little outline of the updates I think should be made, and then obviously I wanna add your feedback, right? So, we updated our mission statement when we did that HOA presentation. So I would say, let's update it here, so that way it's consistent with our messaging. The roster, I added,
To the website.
I'm requesting for them to add Esther Colon,
Yeah.
because right now her name doesn't appear.
Yeah.
So that's on my little list here, and I wanted to ask you guys if you think we should add the council member that appointed us. Because it used to be there, and for some reason it's not.
They stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so lo dejamos así.
Yeah,
We
we
leave it like
do it their way anyway.
Okay, that's fine,
They
that's
do
fine.
it their way.
I wasn't sure if it was like a typo where they excluded that section accidentally, or if it was in. Okay, no problem. So the only change I'm proposing to this section is adding Esther.
Which I think is perfect. I don't think they should put.
Yeah.
because we don't hold it in line.
We don't hold,
Anything.
exactly, exactly.
right.
That's what that.
And it wasn't for a matter of my opinion per se, I just wasn't sure if it was done incorrectly. Okay, so then we have the resources page, okay? So there's two things I want to discuss here. I want to discuss either renaming the tab, or creating two separate tabs, one that's called resources and one that's called something else. Because I want to be able to outline, filing a blasting complaint differently to all the other like convoluted subjects we have here, like these videos.
No, that makes sense.
This is a 3-hour
Makes sense.
video.
That makes sense.
This is a,
That makes sense.
And then you have the blasting thing here, this blasting concern that it's referencing things that happened in 2003. So my opinion is that this section should be deleted entirely. The video section.
So the reason you
needs to be
can't,
updated.
okay, the reason you can't, what you can do is archive it, but you can't delete it.
I'm saying deleting, but
You can-
obviously
right,
within
So you
the,
have to have an archive tab, because there's one thing you can't do is archive, put an archive tab, because if you start getting rid of it. That's like, and there's a lot of important stuff.
So next to resources, you can put archives.
Okay, but I'm
Okay.
trying to understand the logic of the archive. It's to put all of these
The
old
stuff that
bill
you, that,
information.
yeah, because you want to delete it, and I don't think you should delete anything.
Right.
Because none of the work of the founding members of this committee,
Are there?
they did a lot of work, and
Oh,
it's there.
but I think I'm being misunderstood. I'm deleting this section called blasting concerns in adding the database of all the past work that was
Right, but
done.
this says flyer and this says, doesn't say.
No, no,
Right,
no,
it
because
doesn't.
it's not here. That I'm proposing that we create a different
An archive?
section that is for historical information,
An
An
archive,
archive.
right?
okay.
So I know I said delete, but I
Yeah,
meant from this
yeah.
section so that we focus on the historic
They
stuff
delete to
somewhere
me and I
else.
get, oh my God, I get.
Yes, I
nervous.
saw, I took the nerve there, I'm sorry. No deleting,
We
Francesca.
also have, you know, some records, you have to keep the 7 years,
Records
that's
for
the
7
law, the
years.
public records.
Right.
Right,
Public records,
Okay.
Florida statute 119.
so in
We want
related documents, I also wanted to add the HOA presentation. Because that's a good resource for the community to see, and, I can go back to my little cheat sheet here. I included some updated links for videos, because this is a 3-hour video, nobody's gonna watch that, right? So we could put that somewhere else. In the archive section,
Well, but keep videos and videos, just do it in order, a date order, so if you have a more updated video, maybe.
Because somebody might want to see, you know,
And-
somebody might
one
want to
of,
see it.
one of my
Remember,
initial
Francesca,
comments
what's
was
gonna
that-
happen here is once they update, you give this to them and they update it, we have to pay IT people to do this. Then they're gonna be the custodian, so anything you send them afterward will be in chronological order.
Okay,
So that video is probably super old. It has a date attached into it. They know what it is, but
no,
they put it
no,
there.
the video's not old, it's from when we went to Tallahassee in February. But I'm saying it's a 3-hour video, and nobody's gonna come in here and watch this 3-hour video. I wanted to include the little clips of testimonials that we worked on in the past. So like instead of.
And they have subsections and videos.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, we
IT people.
discussed this last time.
You can have subsections,
Yes, as long as we designate it correctly in the tabs.
okay? I know how
That's
the
why
IT
I'm bringing it
people-
up to everyone's attention, to like bounce ideas off and then
But you
give
know,
them
this
clear
is-
instructions.
Okay. If you're gonna do it that way, then it would work.
Right.
It would work.
So see, this is a 3-hour video from when we went
Yeah, I
to
remember.
up there, but imagine nobody's gonna say here, 3 hours, you know, so I thought maybe instead of.
Nobody watches these many, why would they watch it?
If we do a testimonial one, right, using this one as an example. This is the,
See, that might be good.
the
That might
PSN,
be good also during
Yeah,
the,
that's
during
what
the,
you just say, that's what you. have
during
to
the,
put out there.
workshop.
Yeah, the clip.
Mhm. She does an introduction, and then towards the end, she shows like her pool deck,
Yeah, I remember.
her pool deck. So, you know, I had put so that those things, these short clip videos could be linked versus like those long things.
But it's good. Yeah, you could do that.
Um,
You do the subfolders, I'm sure they'll be able to work on it.
And
They'll be able to do subfolders.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
But they really are, the subfolders.
Okay, so in related documents, right now we have the simple and the long flyer. It would stay that way, and we would also add the HOA presentation.
That came on in that presentation.
Uh-huh.
That was excellent.
And then we would have all the way at the
Yeah.
bottom, something called like additional resources, or I can't think of the name, but I think archive is a good one. So that we could put all of the historical stuff from the past.
That we had.
And it's like a central hub. Let me click on it. Let's see if this can see. So it has presentation information, videos that you can click into, images of damages, reports of the reports that we go
Yeah.
over and stuff like that. Obviously, more can be added to here, and I know that there's this link that we've discussed that can also either be linked on the page or can be added to this. Okay,
Because I also saw some of these reports, you have agendas, you have. I mean, all those agendas are on the clerk's page in case you don't know.
I don't think we have agendas here.
Well, some of the documents I saw on the report, some of them were agendas.
Okay.
Oh, the agenda, yeah, live in the. Unless,
In the clear.
yeah, so you're good.
Yeah, but when we got the link, you have all these agendas.
What do you-
No, I'm
Oh.
just trying to say on the reports or whatever, they'll be putting agendas or whatever.
No, there's no agendas on this page
Yeah.
currently. And it was not something I was planning to add, so, just to make it super clear. Is the resource there? These were just my basic instructions to the team,
Perfect.
Okay, I'll update these notes, because obviously the words remove and delete are not appropriate, okay? They will be replaced with archive. But for the most part, it's just swapping out some links, adding Esther because she's not on the member page. And,
Another person,
updating
you
our
can be,
statement.
you know, you can, I don't have to be on any page.
I mean, we update the roster.
Correct.
I just, you know me, I don't take it personal.
No, but I mean, that's what
I
we do
know it's
across the
here,
board.
I'm the longest sitting member on this board, but I don't care, you don't have to put my name so nobody bothers me.
And I also made a note for you guys to know that the
Yeah,
vacancies were.
don't worry, I mean, like, if you miss a name or something, we have the official roster, so we'll make sure it goes against the official one.
Okay.
Okay.
So is there anything else that you guys would like to add to what I've already?
Okay, I have seen
No,
the
that's like,
website.
that's a lot of additions.
I do have a question for you, because I see that you haven't updated mission statement, but you guys updated for your discussion? Because remember, the mission statement comes from the resolution of when the blocking committee,
Which is approved by the council.
Okay,
is,
so-
created.
It was more for marketing purposes. So that being said, since it's only for marketing purposes, I thought to update it on the website so that it's consistent with our marketing material. But if it needs to be consistent with the resolution, that's fine.
Oh, no, it's gotta be consistent with the resolution.
That's the thing, and then so then we do have to get the attorney involved, so we can make the actual changes. So that it does reflect. the same.
No, then we won't change it.
No.
No,
Okay.
no, we're gonna keep it the same that's
Keep it the
already been
same.
approved.
Keep it the
Right,
same.
so you,
Yeah.
okay,
Any.
so we're, I just wanna make sure, okay,
Yeah.
Then I'll keep it.
so then. I mean, that's something that other committees have done, so it's not like you can't.
No, but it's not necessary.
Okay.
The only reason why we gave this more detailed description was because it was gonna be used for the marketing material, but okay, it's okay. We could just use it for that purpose only. Okay, so we'll close this out. I'll make these changes and then I'll send it to you later. Yeah. So really, the changes have decreased because. And then the resources page, just to make sure we go back, are we gonna separate resources from reporting the blasts? Do you wanna do that as two separate tabs?
Yeah, you can. Set a file, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be easier.
Oh, much easier.
And then under that, reporting the blast, you can have a subsection, so when you get the reports, that's where you put the reports. Instead of convoluting it with everything else. Because we have the report.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
On, you know, on the pages of filing the blast, the tab you're gonna put,
Uh-huh.
within there, you can have a subsection of the reports that are filed. Because you know, we get the reports when they're filed, like,
Right.
Idell's all over the page.
Right, but, that would mean that the town would have to go in there and add it every single time,
No, no,
and I don't think that that would.
no, I'm not saying they have to, I'm saying, but if anybody wants to see one, you can have a sample of it. We can add it in that section.
A sample report.
Yeah, because right now, the town does read them off of the Miami-Dade page.
Oh, where does that link to? IL, do you know?
It's in the Miami-Dade pilot program page.
No, I know, but it doesn't syndicate on the town of Miami Lakes one. That's why
No,
we
they can link that page.
So it's
Okay.
an extra link that you.
Okay, where, so let's say we're replicating this, the button at the top is gonna say blasting, file blasting complaint. And then it's gonna have this information with the link that sends you to the
Okay.
actual form. Then at the bottom, we're gonna have the reports. But we're gonna link to the pilot programs page
You can think
here.
about that later. Also, the fire marshal has the reports too.
The fire marshal too. Yeah.
Okay, so which one are we
Because we
linking
used to
to?
read them all the time
But if it's the same information, why are we making two different places? Remember, town of
Are they the
Miami Lakes
same?
is gonna ask me.
Yeah,
Are they the
let's
same?
open both links and you'll see what we're saying. It's
Okay.
actually two links, the Miami-Dade.
So it's the same link, but one is an additional stuff because it's the actual report,
Because
like the reports that people have put in.
one's of the Florida State Marshal, which is doing the pilot program, and the pilot program, you know.
Oh, I
You
get
guys-
what they're saying.
I-
I get what they're saying. It's gonna be two links.
Okay.
I understand now. Let me write that down. Link to fire marshal.
Because they do the pilot.
I think we had that link and we removed it because that one was the one that was changed or something.
You did
It
have.
had
the
been
link.
changed. And then it
The
wasn't
guy
even
left, the
working.
guy left. or something.
And it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't working.
Okay.
Yeah, that was an update that was made a really long time ago.
That's good memory, my friend. You was right, and I'll be forgetting. I told you to say.
At the end, yes.
Did I not
No, in my head.
Yeah.
Did I not tell you the town had the link? People would go with them and see how many. It was always the same person reporting, that's how.
So the. Does there need to be like a motion or something? Okay, yeah, I got lost.
You got everything. Just finish it, do everything else, and then pass it
Send
to
it
us,
to
and then
Aisle.
we approve it. Send it to Aisle. And then we approve it.
Well,
Next
we
meeting.
had already had this
We-
discussion,
we
like
had
meeting
had
notes,
this
that you guys
already.
were gonna get
The
together,
updates to
what were the
website.
specific details you wanted.
Right,
And
so now that we have the list of
Yeah.
updates,
Then
I'm just
we-
gonna send it to Iowa. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Next thing, no, my numbers are done, I mean.
New business. Felicita, anything from Fabricio, anything?
Well, basically, as you know, we have some ideas, but if the bills come down, they submit it, they're not the elections.
Next year, everything. Everything.
Not-
Everything, everything and anything and everything, guys.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it is what it is.
Well, I wish we could.
Yeah.
Say to you something, but
I got
I have
you.
to wait.
When Bab talking about, Steve sent me the link, you know, for that, so I forward it to you.
And that's gonna be on the
That's gonna
resources
be in the
page.
resources page. I have that and forward it to you tonight. Meeting with former Speaker of the House, Daniel
Before
Barons.
that-
Yeah, go ahead.
Before that, Kyle, did you get a link? Did you get a copy of that link, that Steve?
No, I gotta send her. I'll send her.
Well, he should have followed the proper protocol and
Sure.
included aisle.
And include I.
So please,
Did he include you or not?
please,
let me see
No,
what. he-
include everybody.
no, can you please do it now and send
Yeah.
it to her? I don't want something
Understood.
happening,
Yeah.
because we can all make mistakes.
Gotcha.
You know, we all have. I don't use my phone anymore, so,
Here it is, Bob, that one.
but you know, by accident, you can have a problem.
So this. is
Anybody,
Francesca can
Document
have a
archive?
problem.
this
Yes,
is like
doc-
what's going on.
yes. yes.
No, everything, anything.
Everything and
related to
anything
this
and everything.
Committee,
Correct.
no,
I think you're including it, right?
Yeah, in the
Yeah, so
resources
you're good, you're good.
I,
It's gonna be part of
It's a
her
OneDrive.
cohesive.
yeah, but I wanna make
Yeah.
sure that you as
She's
the
saying for
the
sunshine,
Lions Den,
that he needs to send it to you and then you're gonna send me them.
I'll just hit forward. Okay.
Yes.
so in other
You have it,
words,
you have it.
Okay.
yeah,
You
so
have
it was
it.
never sent to her from beginning.
No, I don't have the link.
He
She's
sent
gonna send
he
it to
sent
me now.
me.
You have the link. Cause he sent me something too. I just chose not to open it.
Maybe I haven't checked every single email I've
Yeah.
received today.
Oh, send it
Yeah, it was like
last
He's-
week or something?
August 14th.
You did? I said, oh, this.
He's not a committee member, so.
August 14th. You got it?
I didn't
Not yet,
open it purpose.
but that's
No,
fine.
it's super big.
Yeah, so it'll take a while.
It's one of those one link, whatever. things.
Okay.
Anything else?
I just wanted to make sure Alan.
Letter of appreciation working that, you know, make something for Steve and for Ido Quadra.
So
Letter of
nothing.
appreciation.
We already talked to him about what's coming in for the speaker of the house, letter from.
If you else, that's a letter from the mayor was gonna do a letter to invite
I
him
guess
over
I
or talk to him.
completely
Yeah,
missed
hold
this.
on.
What happened with the meeting with Florida Speaker?
So that's, that,
Yeah, that's what
that's
I'm
coming up,
thinking now.
that's coming up. We want Matter to do a letter,
But
invite him. Well, Steve
I
had wanted
wasn't-
that.
who had that conversation, because they wasn't through me.
Steve.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's why I don't have any
I mean,
updates.
Right.
he's no
I don't have
longer
any.
here, so who's gonna follow up on
I'm
that?
gonna follow up.
Okay, and you'll
We'll
let us
follow
know
up, and I'll let her
when,
know what that is.
when the meeting is?
Yes.
Is this something like we did with, Lincoln?
Something like that. Mario,
Mario?
Mario,
we
something
never
like
got
that.
it.
correct.
Mario's the baby.
That's how it
Okay.
works.
So Rudy's hand.
Yeah, I'm having,
Got it.
that's why I put that down.
Municipal workshop,
We
that.
did that, we
already did
talked.
that?
And another appreciation, I'm following up with Gina on that too, or Angelo and for
You're following up on
Steve
that?
again.
Okay.
That was recommended by Larry, remember, on the last meeting.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Hold on.
No, we got
An election.
anything else? Anything else?
No, and even before we get to that,
Oh, right.
I just want to make sure you guys have whatever you need from me. You're gonna be sending me that, so we'll update the website. I'm still missing the letter from Eladio,
Right.
and that's the letter that's gonna go out to whoever he wants me to send it to. From the mayor's offices where he wants. That was-
Make a suggestion, Kyle,
Mhm.
since Rudy can't do it, can you just touch base with Eladio to see if he's gonna send it to you?
Sure, I'll send them the follow-up. I mean, the follow-up I sent was all of you, just so we're all on the
Right.
same page,
Right.
but I'll send them.
If
the
he
follow-up.
doesn't
Then follow.
respond, then that's gonna have to be on.
Okay.
And then, are we still saying that another letter I'm missing too, or no? You guys,
I don't think
at the
so.
beginning of the meeting, you guys told me it was two.
Yeah, because Steve was gonna send a letter to the attorney. That's, if you look at the meeting, you'll hear it.
I just wanna know
who
what
did
I
the
owe you
meeting?
guys.
Who did, no, you don't owe us, they owe you. Steve was supposed to author a letter and Eladio, but you
Okay.
don't have July minutes, so you will.
No,
We
I have
have
them
them.
now,
We-
so I'll look at them.
We have Steven send them. in.
Yeah.
So in the July.
I haven't seen,
So in
excuse me,
July.
I haven't
you
seen him
should
full,
see
so
both
I should
things.
see both things that. I haven't been able, he should send it right before the meeting.
Yeah, I just got it.
I just got.
So in July meeting, in the July minutes,
Yeah, July-
you'll see.
I'll see who has
the
it.
letter.
Right. But I haven't been. able to see the
Right.
meeting.
But I did send an email, so if she
She
doesn't
did.
get it by the next
She
meeting,
did.
you can't force people to do anything.
Gotcha.
You just can't.
Can we give it a deadline? So if we don't, if IO follows up tomorrow morning and within 48 hours she doesn't get a response, can we have a
By the end
runner
of
up?
the month. Before.
No, but can we
We
have a
don't know,
runner
but we
up?
don't know what the minutes say in
Right,
particular.
we gotta see the minutes, yeah, right.
And we don't have preview because it's a sunshine. We don't know
I'm
the
opening them
particular.
right now. So yes, need a motion, we'll prepare a letter for the mayor's office of speaker designate. Oh, okay, so this is different. For a
The
second.
speaker designate is for Daniel Perez.
So that's the other letter.
That's the other letter.
But you said you were gonna handle that one now.
Well, I'll follow through because Steven's not here.
Okay, so you were
I'll handle it.
that's why it was.
That's the
Yes, that's the second
You- Okay, got it. Pero Eladio's letter is still Eladio's letter, and
Yes,
you're gonna follow. up.
yes.
Is there a Trojan horse that we're gonna have lined up for the deadline we're giving Eladio? Or do we wanna be that proactive, or you wanna resume it our next meeting? The question is more to you guys now.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine tabling it until next meeting.
Rudy,
It's just that I don't want it
Isn't
to
that
be
the
delayed.
letter that's gonna be sent to the elected official? But not for nothing, I don't think that letter should go out even before you get the legal opinion.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Also, to
That's
me-
why I was
to
like,
me, let
that's
it
why
be-
I was like in a limbo
Right now.
type of thing because
right now,
I think I gotta
you
wait,
can wait,
I gotta wait till
because
that.
if you don't get the legal, the letter.
Opinion, then we can't do.
We can't
that.
do it, no, it doesn't make any
It's
sense.
From,
Right,
Right,
without that,
okay.
you're not doing nothing.
yeah, we can't do
So
it yet.
who can follow up for the legal opinion?
No, that has to be.
I'm happy to send an email and copy one of you. just
Yeah,
so you
copy
guys are
me,
the first
copy
ones.
me, copy me.
Just the chair.
Okay.
Copy.
He was in the meeting, I was in the
Oh.
meeting, but since he was in the back door and I wasn't,
Okay.
No problem.
it was
Yeah,
right,
'cause
Rudy?
We're
Without that.
spinning our wheels for this
Without that,
forum,
there's
we
nothing.
don't have that. Okay, I got you, I got you.
Okay.
Spinning a wheel for.
Right. That's why we don't even have a half a special call meeting, because if we don't have an illegal opinion for that, it's still not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna set the tone for it.
Okay. If you get
That's why
that.
I was hesitant when
I
he,
know you're gonna copy the chair, but
Yeah.
just notify me because that'll prompt me
Well,
to
well,
make
fine.
sure that I have the agenda and the things ready for next meeting, you know? But I'm not gonna prioritize
Yeah, so it
that for next
changes-
meeting if we don't have it. So Esther
We
brings
don't
up a.
If we didn't have
Good
that,
point.
why are we gonna have a special meeting?
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
discussion, anything else, guys? Anything?
election.
Thank you. I move,
No, I've already told you I will not be the secretary of the committee.
you don't wanna
No,
be, is
I
that,
don't want to.
so what do we do?
So we
Can
have to
we-
wait till we
can
have
we-
Eladio here, and
Eladio
we can see
here.
if Eladio.
We're gonna have
We
to
can,
wait.
that's fine. I mean, if you guys don't have a secretary, all that happens is that your meeting, you're gonna have to designate for somebody to do it.
Correct,
And somebody has to do it, otherwise you cannot have a meeting. That's all.
correct,
Not, putting that on you, I'm just saying.
correct.
That's,
No, that's what I thought,
that's what you follow.
that's what I thought.
And they're
That's exactly
action
what I
minutes,
thought.
they're not action minutes, because she's doing a lot of writing. She's probably doing more verbatim.
But I think it's more for her.
Oh, I'm not doing verbatim minutes.
No,
Oh,
because I
no.
see you doing a lot of writing is what I'm saying. Oh, that's for you, you're doing notes within your minutes?
Right.
Oh, okay, same minutes, you gonna really do minutes.
Don't expect my minutes to look anything like Stevens.
No, no, no.
And to be fair, it really is only.
They don't have to be.
Motion and vote.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
only
Motions
action.
and votes.
Yeah, but she's writing a lot. I was-
It's actually emotion and votes.
Right, I was writing a lot because I wanted to make sure so that when I put together the stuff for the workshop and whatever, I have my information,
that's
but
all
not
the
for the
stuff.
purpose
Yeah.
of.
You could always see it. If you have to go,
Just
have to go back and get whatever the minutes or whatever, you could always go back to you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
elections are postponed till next time.
Good.
Well, what do we,
I mean,
I guess we'll nominate someone every meeting to do the minutes if there is no secretary. Since we're in open discussion, obviously I wanna leave like everybody who's here today, but how does everybody feel about,
We have
has
open
anyone,
discussion.
yeah, has anyone met anyone who's interested in joining the committee? Maybe people who are.
To the moment. Talk to the public.
Francesca, I think we all have to be realistic. If this format happens, this committee project, because then it's moving forward for the
Illegal
the
action.
legal suit follows. We have no business, and that was said at the last council meeting.
Okay.
I mean, that was actually said that eventually this committee has to sunset. We have no business nor a desire to be involved in. We are separate and
After the
apart from that.
Yes.
So once we get to the forum, if we get to the forum, after that.
Okay, but in the meantime,
In the meantime,
an additional member that brings something to the table.
Always,
as
we're always
far
looking for
as Connections or
We're always
collaboration.
looking-
I've asked 2 or 3 people to it.
Yeah, and nobody wants to.
Nobody wants. I've asked 2 or 3 people.
I've asked people who actually started it.
Same here. Same here.
JP, are you liking what we're hearing?
I'm thinking, sure, I, thinking, you know.
You live down there, Lake.
Yeah, I'll look into it after what is it, 2 meetings? After the-
It's just one.
It's
Well, just
Once a month, once a
This
week.
one,
So I can get back.
if you have any questions?
No, it's interesting, I'm learning, I heard you mention, if I can, I don't want to be out of order. How long have you been fighting these, is this something like 2-3 years or like, wait, man?
5, 6 and even
She
more.
could-
I'm sorry,
She's
that,
our most
I
veteran.
get called back.
We're going 15 years.
15 years.
And my other question, when you talk about with attorneys, you know, with the new legislation where it's harder to sue now, is that something that affects?
Well, that is.
It could be,
why-
That's
it
why.
could.
Oh, cool.
that
That's
is
why we need the
why-
opinion. And you go opinion from the town council.
What the premise is that we're gonna sue they're gonna sue the state.
Mhm.
That's the new direction since.
You can't sue the,
Well, you can sue the line.
right,
But
right, but it's so,
you're suing half of the elected officials.
right, right,
You know,
okay,
and it's not directly, but indirectly. So that's the position that this committee
correct.
and the council has proffered resolutions and backing on. The next step would be to sue the town, but that legal opinion has not been rendered, although we've had separate meetings So we're waiting on that.
I got it. Cause I just find it so amazing, just, intriguing that, I'm watching the images, the homes are getting damaged, and it
Yep.
just seems
Well,
like.
you moved into a blasting area.
Right,
When you buy a house, if you remember what you signed, I mean, you live here, but if you live, and it's not as bad here.
Here, it's further west, right?
Here, that's further west. Yeah,
Yeah.
more northwest, but they all know this, they know there's a quarry on 79, they can see it.
Right,
So that's why the insurance companies are saying, no, I should know, I mean.
right.
My son's full sponsor.
Wow. And so in the meantime, I'm sorry, so so the insurance company can't fix it?
No, they're not paying you.
Well, they don't even cover it.
They don't- so
So let's say my pool deck, I redid it in 2019, I have to
Right.
redo it again, it's less than half basically. If I tell my insurance company, they'll say, no, you moved into a place that has glass, and we don't cover it, that's an exclusion.
So why are you buying out?
Remember, we don't have
Wow.
Remember, we don't have earthquakes in Florida.
Right.
I make a
We have
motion to-
sinkholes,
I make a
yeah.
motion to adjourn.
Second, third, fourth, and fifth, and it's over. Thank you. Everything.
Yeah.
All of you.
I forgot I had.
Very insightful.